Swami Jai Jagannath. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Swami Jai Jagannath. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Swami Jai Jagannath. Jagannath Swami Nayana Padakami, Nayana Padakami Bhavatu me. Jagannath Swami Nayana Padakami, Nayana Padakami Bhavatu me. Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra, Jaya Sudarshana. Baladev, Jai Subhadra, Jaya Sudarshana. Hare Krishna. So we'll see this chapter of Madhya Leela, Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 13 is basically how the ecstatic dancing of the Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Ratha Yatra. Okay? So how Mahaprabhu used to dance for Jagannath Ratha Yatra. Okay. So before starting for that, we should know how this form has formed, this particular form of Jagannath. Okay? So many, when like whoever is in ISKCON don't know much about Lord Jagannath, but most of you have come to Puri. So who is Lord Jagannath actually? Lord Jagannath is?
The creativity and size of the screen.
Yes, you can all unmute. Krishna himself. But why is that form? Why is so aankh to bada bada hai?
Viraha bhav.
Viraha bhav. So Krishna is in separation from Radharani. Okay. तो क्या हुआ? Krishna went to Mathura now to kill Kamsa. And उसके बाद he went to Dwarka, married 16,108 queens, and then he didn't come back to Vrindavan. तो वृंदावन में वापस नहीं आया. तो 100 साल के बाद, after 100 years, he went to Kurukshetra, and from there he met the gopis and Radharani. तो जब कृष्ण राधा रानी और गोपी को देखा तो he went into ecstasy, बहुत खुश हो गया. When you become very happy, what happens? Your eyes become big, you smile. So he went into ecstasy. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu का ऐसा form हो गया. He came to this form that his eyes became big, smile became big, and his hands and legs went inside. So this is that cute Jagannath form. And this form also was seen by Narad Muni. Okay, so what happened once, Indradumna Maharaj, he wanted to go to Neelachala mountain. So Neelachala mountain is where Neelamadhav was there. So Neelachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadrapyam Jagannathaya Te Namaha. So he was Neelachala Nivasaya. He was in Neelachala mountain as Lord Neelamadhav. So Indradumna Maharaj wanted to take darshan of Neelamadhav. But by the time Indradumna Maharaj reached there, Neelamadhav disappeared. And then he came in the dream and said, in Kali Yuga, I'll come as Daru Brahman. Daru Brahman means in the wood. He'll come in wood. So that is Jagannath. And before that, what happened is, when Krishna was in separation from gopis and Radharani, Krishna always at night in Dwarka used to call out, Gopi, Gopi, Radhe, Radhe. So all the 16,108 queens, Rukmini, Satyabhama, they were thinking, what is Krishna missing here? He's so much in separation from the gopis. So they wanted to know what is happening to Krishna. So Rohini Mata, that is Balram's mother, she was in Vrindavan, she is in Dwarka also. She said, I will tell about the gopis, the speciality of Radharani. But the condition is Krishna should not hear this. If Krishna hear, what happens? He will run to Vrindavan. So they kept Subhadra on the door. Okay, so you've seen that picture. Subhadra will be having hands like this. Subhadra's heart is there, not in front. Why? Because Subhadra was in the door. She was standing in the door like this, so that Krishna and Balram should not hear. So Rohini Mata, along with all the queens in Dwarka, they started hearing about Krishna's pastime in Vrindavan. So when Rohini Mata was saying so much about Krishna's pastime in Vrindavan, what happened? Subhadra went into ecstasy. You see in the middle, that is Subhadra. That yellow, no? That doll jasa, that is Subhadra. So Subhadra was standing in the door hearing about Krishna. Subhadra's eyes became big. Her hands went inside, this kurma form. That's like in ecstasy. She didn't realize Krishna and Balram came and next to her and stood. And they were also in ecstasy. Everyone is in ecstasy. That Krishna and Balram, when they heard about Vrindavan pastime, their eyes also became big and the smile came and hands and leg went inside. So this form, Narad Muni was going through Dwarka that time. Narad Muni saw that form. And it was like, what is this doll form? Never Krishna appeared like this. But this is an ecstasy form. Krishna, Jagannath is Krishna in separation from Radharani. Now we see Radha Govinda. They are together. So Krishna is in two-handed form, very nice. But when Krishna is in separation, there is no Radharani, no? Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra. Subhadra is the sister of Krishna. So because of separation, that Viparalamba Bhav, Krishna became, so his eyes became big, smile became big, hands and leg went inside like a doll form. Immediately he disappeared this form went away. So Narad Muni saw that form. So later on, after so many years, when Indradumna Maharaj wanted to see Lord, the Lord said, I will come in Daru Brahman form, in a form of a wood. So Indradumna Maharaj and Narad Muni was walking through the forest, and it is also said in the ocean, in a river, one wood came. The wood was having Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. So they called Vishwakarma, the carpenter from the heavenly planets. He came, started carving Jagannath. One condition was, he will finish carving, but nobody should come and open the door and see. He'll be inside. So Indradumna Maharaj was in so much of enthusiasm to see the form that suddenly one day after 14 days, the chiseling sound disappeared. Some sound will come now when carpenters work, but that sound was not coming. So Indradumna Maharaj is like, what happened? Vishwakarma hai ya nahi? Awaaz nahi aa raha hai. To wo jaake kidki khol ke dekha. He saw. But then Vishwakarma disappeared because that's the condition he said. Nobody should see. So it was half done. No hands, no legs, only big eyes, smile. That's it, like a doll form. Then Indradumna Maharaj is like, what is this form? Then Narad Muni said, yes, I have seen this form. This form is Krishna in Dwarka in separation from Radharani and the gopis. So later on, when Krishna went to Kurukshetra, after 100 years, he saw the gopis and Radharani. He became this form. And Radharani and the gopis wanted to take Krishna back to Vrindavan. So they imagined as if they are creating a Ratha and putting Krishna, Baladev and Subhadra in the Ratha, and they pulled him. So Ratha Yatra is basically pulling Krishna towards our heart. हम कृष्ण को खींच रहे हैं हमारे दिल के अंदर. Come Krishna, come Krishna. So we are pulling, because Vrindavan is a consciousness. Wherever there is Krishna, there is Vrindavan. So you pull Krishna towards your heart. So that is Ratha Yatra. So when Jagannath was Krishna in separation from Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radharani in separation from Krishna. So that's why Mahaprabhu went to Jagannath Puri, not to Vrindavan. Mahaprabhu, 24 years he was in in Navadip. Then in 24 years after taking sannyas, he was in Jagannath Puri because he wanted that he was in separation form. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Jagannath, he used to say Jaka Jaka and he fought Gaga Gaga. He could not even see Jagannath fully. Okay, so this is the pastime which happened where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing in ecstasy. Okay, in the Ratha Yatra. So, so Preeti Mataji, Hare Krishna, you are there?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
So you can keep reading the translation. So I will allow all of you to chant the last few slokas, the 4 slokas, important slokas, which Mahaprabhu chanted in front of Ratha Yatra. So that we will all chant together. This I will keep on chanting, and Mataji can read the translation. Okay. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Advaita Nitai Adi Sange Bhakta Gana Sukhe Mahaprabhu Deke Ishvara Gamana. Yes, Mataji.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his prominent devotees, Advaitacharya, Nityananda Mahaprabhu, and others were very happy to observe how Lord Jagannath began the Ratha Yatra.
ಬಲಿಷ್ಠರಹಿತಗಣ ಏನ ಮತಹತಿ ಜಗನ್ನಾಥ ವಿಜಯಕರಾಯ ಕರಿಹತಹತಿ. Continue, Mataji.
The very strongly built Daitas, carriers of the Jagannatha deity, were as powerful as drunken elephants. They manually carried Lord Jagannatha from the throne to the car.
So you've seen the Daityas, they like so much of their body. You've seen them, the pandas. No, you didn't see the picture. They'll have very good muscles and all. They are the one who actually, because Jagannath is so heavy, it's not easy to carry him. So heavy. So they will he was so powerful as an elephant that they used to carry him from the throne to the cart. That is Jagannath Radha. So the Daityas they used to carry. Katakadaita kare skanda alambana katakadaita dhare Shri Padmacharana.
While carrying the deity of Lord Jagannatha, some of the Daitas took hold of the shoulders of the Lord and some caught his lotus feet.
So they used to hold him like this, the shoulders, and some will hurt. And Jagannath will dance and go. You've seen? Like this, like this. Otherwise, they can't carry him like that. So for that rhythm, they used to, like, it looks like Jagannath is dancing and going into as a mad elephant. Katita teba dadrida stula patatori dui dike daita ghana utayata hadari.
The Lord Jagannath deity was bound at the waist by a strong, thick rope made of silk. From two sides, the Daitas caught hold of this rope and raised the deity.
So when they raise the deity, the Jagannath will go to the floor because they can't hold all the time. So Jagannath will get hurt. So they'll keep pillows. बड़ा बड़ा pillows रखता था और उसके ऊपर जगन्नाथ को खींच के they used to go. So when Jagannath with whole force he goes to the pillow will break. All the cotton will go to the hair. उच्चद्र दादुली सबा पाति स्थाने स्थाने एक दूली हैते त्वराया आरा तुलीते आने.
Strong puffed up cotton pads called tulis were spread out from the throne to the car, and the heavy deity of the Lord Jagannatha was carried from one pillow-like pad to the next by the Daitas.
So this is how that pillows, it's not normal pillows. These pillow covers will be made up of jewels and all. It will be so costly pillows. And there is the tailors who actually stitch it because Jagannath is the Lord of the universe. Jagannath, right? He's the Lord of the universe. So he'll be carried from one pillow and they'll shift him to the other pillow. And that's how from the temple he'll go to the Radha like that. Prabhupada gate duli haya kanda kanda tula saba udiyaya shabda haya prachanta.
While the Daitas carried the heavy Jagannatha deity from one pad to the next, some of the pads broke and the cotton contents floated into the air. When they broke, they made a heavy cracking sound.
So when that happens, here we are not doing that because we directly take Jagannath to the in the cart. But now if you see live in Jagannath Puri, this is what is happening. They'll take Jagannath from one pillow to the other pillow and this goes. So when all the cotton flows in the air, it will be all in the road. So when the Lord goes, it should not be dirty. So you should sweep the floor where Jagannath is going. So and that is not normal broom. It has a golden stick. Gold se banaya hai wo broom. So that was the stick used to sweep Jagannath's floor. Vishwambara Jagannathe kechalite pare apana ichaya chale karite vihare.
Lord Jagannath is the maintainer of the whole universe, who can carry him from one place to another. The Lord moves by his personal will just to perform his pastimes.
So we can't take Jagannath just like that. Krishna has to give the will. Otherwise, Krishna, he can become Anima, Lagima, all the siddhis. He can become heavier than the heavier, lighter than the lightest, right? So sometimes Jagannath in the Radha, he will stop, he will not move. And the thousands of elephants will come and pull. Anybody comes and pull, Jagannath will not move. But Jagannath will move. When? How does Jagannath move if he comes to a still? How will he move?
When he comes to Vrindavan.
From the Radha. Radha Govinda ki jayega, Netaji ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. How does he move from the Radha? When the Radha comes to stop, how does
when the pure devotee will pull the cart, then only he will move.
you're all guessing. So what happens? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go behind the Ratha and he touches his forehead on the Ratha just like this, and Ratha will start moving. ऐसे ही करेगा. तब तक it will not move. The same thing happened when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was 6 months old. Prabhupada's guru was 6 months old, and Radha was coming in front of Bhakti Vinoda Thakur's house, his father's house. Then the Radha stopped for 3 days. It didn't move. So many came and pulled Hathi, so many came and pulled it, didn't move. Everybody is thinking, what happened to Jagannath? Jagannath cannot be moved like that. Then what happened? Bhakti Vinoda Thakur's wife, I think Bhagavati Devi, she took the 6 months old Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, went up to the Ratha, and the child, 6 months child, grabbed Jagannath's feet like this. Then Jagannath's garland fell on his body. Then when Bhagavati Devi got out, tab Radha chala gaya. So because Jagannath saw the pure devotee Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, who actually started this ISKCON movement, started in the sense who made 64 Gaudiya Madas and everything. So when Mahaprabhu, that is Jagannath, was so happy seeing Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, he moved. So he cannot be moved like that. Krishna is the Lord of the universe. He cannot be moved like that. He has to, his own will only we can move. So like devotees have to make them, because of bhakti only Krishna can be moved. Okay, so Mahaprabhu used to go and behind the cart and just touch like this, and the Radha will move. Because Mahaprabhu is who? Radharani, no? In Radharani's bhav he is Krishna, but in the mood of Radharani. Mahaprabhu manima manima karetvani nana vadya kola hale kichuna shuni.
While the Lord was transported from the throne to the cart, tumultuous sounds were made on the various musical instruments. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting Manima, Manima, but he could not be heard.
So Manima means to address a respectable person. So, but then so much of Sankirtan used to happen. So when Radha was moving, there will be 4 groups in the front doing Kirtan, 2 on the side, 1 behind. So there are 7, 4, 2 plus 1. So 4 plus 3. So 7 groups. And Mahaprabhu used to dance in all the 7 groups. And not everyone could see that, but we'll see. Tabe Prataparudra kare apana sevana suvarna marjani lana kare pada samarjana.
While the Lord was being carried from the throne to the cart, King Prataparudra personally engaged in the Lord's service by cleansing the road with a broom that had a golden handle.
Yeah, so who is this King Prataparudra? He is the king of Orissa. वो राजा था, फिर भी he used to come and engage in what service? What? Cleaning the road with the broom. Very menial service, no? Like when we were asked to clean the temple, wash the pots, we'll think, अरे ये क्या सेवा है? मुझे वो नहीं करना है. मुझे भागवतम क्लास लेना है, मुझे कीर्तन करना है, मुझे ड्रेसिंग करना है भगवान का. वो ही अच्छा सेवा है. ऐसा नहीं है. Seva, everything is equal to Krishna. Prabhupada says, any cleaning the temple also is equal to taking Bhagavatam class, because the consciousness is important. Naisa nahi main kar rahi. It's Krishna making me do. So Prataparudra is teaching us a lesson. He's a pure devotee. वो राजा था पुरी का. फिर भी what is he doing? He have lot of servants. Still he is coming and cleaning the road with a broom with a golden handle. So that shows his service attitude. कि कैसा होना चाहिए हमको. Because of this, Mahaprabhu will give lot of mercy to Prataparudra. Mahaprabhu will see the Raja as a clean kar rahe, so he'll become very happy. So that means if we want mercy of Krishna, we should do menial service. Least behind the curtain. We should do least kind of service. Krishna will be very, very happy. We will be thinking, array, what service I got? That devotee got nice service, I got this service. But for Krishna, everything is equal. And for Krishna will bless you more with that service. So this is what Prataparudra personally engaged in Lord's service. And when Mahaprabhu saw this, he was very happy. So there is a story behind this. Actually, kings keep changing. In Prataparudra was one of the kings. There will be so many kings in Puri. So once there was another king, forgot his name. So he was getting a proposal from another king's daughter. So when it was a Ratha Yatra, they came to see the boy. They saw the king sweeping the floor. Then that Raja is like, what is this? How can a king do this service, this job? So I will not give my daughter in marriage to this king. So the king was like, why? What is wrong in sweeping? This is Jagannath. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. So that other opposite Raja said, Ganapati is the supreme personality of Godhead, not Jagannath. So when Kshatriyas have a dispute, they used to do battle and win. Okay, let's see. युद्ध करेगा, फिर decide करेगा कौन बड़ा है, कि जगन्नाथ या गणपति. अगर जगन्नाथ आप जीत गया, तो जगन्नाथ will go front and Ganapati will be behind. But if we win, Ganapati should be in front, Jagannath should come behind. So the Raja was so worried because they were not used to fighting. They have kartal, mridanga, they were enjoying always in Puri. So they don't know fighting and all. First day they fought, they almost failed. Second day, they're going to fail. So king went and prayed to Jagannath, we are fighting for you. You do something. If we fail, you will become behind and Ganapati will go front. So you only help. So next day, Jagannath and Baladev came as soldiers. One black soldier and white soldier. They came with all their shield and everything, and they came to fight. So when they came, they were so thirsty. It was hot in Puri and they were so thirsty. So there was a buttermilk selling lady. So they went to that lady and asked, give buttermilk, we want to drink. We are soldiers of the king. We are going to fight. So she gave 1 glass, 2 glass, 3 glass. They are drinking and drinking. They are Jagannath, no? They went on drinking, the whole buttermilk got over. Then after that, she's like, okay, it's fine, but you pay me. They're like, we don't have money. Nobody asks us money. Always everyone come and give chap and bog. Okay, paisa nahi puchta hai humse. You are asking money. Then she's like, no, nothing like that. You have to give me money. So now what to do? So Jagannath removed his garland and this gold car and gave to that lady and said, when the king come, you say that I came and drank your buttermilk. He will pay you. So the lady was like, okay. Then they both went and fought and they won. They won the battle. So king was confused. How can we won? I don't know how Jagannath helped. Then the buttermilk lady came and said, one black soldier and white soldier came and drank all my buttermilk. He gave this garland, you have to pay me. Then when the king saw the garland, he realized it was Jagannath himself who came to fight. Then tears came in his eyes. So this is how Jagannath personally comes and help devotees there. Okay, so that is the king and the Jagannath has nice personal relation, that the Jagannath will come in the dream of the king always. So Indradumna Maharaj is the one who actually established that Puri temple. Chandana jale te kare pata neshe chane tuchya seva kare vasi raja simhasane. Yes, Mataji.
King sprinkled the road with sandalwood scented water. Although he was the owner of the royal throne, he engaged in menial service for the sake of Lord Jagannatha.
Even though he was the king of Orissa, he went and did the most least service, that menial service of sweeping the road for Jagannath. Uttamaha naraja kare tucha sevana ativa Jagannathere kripara bhajana. Yes.
Although the king was the most exalted, respectable person, still he accepted menial service for the Lord. He therefore became a suitable candidate for receiving the Lord's mercy.
So he is the suitable candidate for receiving Lord's mercy. Means even though he was such a person, he did a menial service for the Lord. Menial service. So what is the first service which our Guru Maharaj got? That is Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. What is the first service he got in ISKCON, you know? Pata hai? Huh? हाँ.
रात बनाने की हेल्प करने के लिए.
What's the first service he got?
Mataji, he was washing dishes in the hotel.
He was hitting the nails for the Jagannath Ratha Yatra, Mataji.
So when His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj joined ISKCON, first time when he came, Jayananda Prabhu, पता है एक फोटो रखता है ना हम जगन्नाथ रथ यात्रा में, that is called Jayananda Prabhu. He is the one who actually built the first Ratha in San Francisco for Prabhupada. So and he gave all his salary and everything for making Ratha. So his photo is always kept in ISKCON Ratha Yatra. So yes, so when Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj came to ISKCON, Jayananda Prabhu gave him service, put this nail in the Ratha, that nail. So that was the first service he did. And after Ratha Yatra, Prabhupada used to pay obeisance to the Ratha. So one devotee came and said, Prabhupada, why are you paying obeisance now? The deities are gone inside the temple. Jagannath ko leke gaya hai mandir ke andar. Aap Radha ko kyun pranam kar rahe? So Prabhupada said, this is the Radha which carried the Lord of the universe. So the Radha is also very transcendental. So this is the glory of Jagannath's Radha. Just by paying obeisance to the Radha, we get a lot of mercy. So how Maharaj Prataparudra got the mercy? Because he did the menial service for the Lord. So he got the real mercy. We'll see what was the mercy. Mahaprabhu sukha paila sa seva dekhite, Mahaprabhu ra kripa haila sa seva haite. Yes, Mataji.
Sorry. Upon seeing the king engaged in such menial service, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very happy. Simply by rendering this service, the king received the mercy of the Lord.
So just by that service, Mahaprabhu was so happy with Prataparudra Varma. Before this, Prataparudra Varma so many times asked, can I meet Mahaprabhu? Can I meet Mahaprabhu? Mahaprabhu never gave permission. Mahaprabhu never, because why? Because a king means what? Always handling money, women, materialistic person. But a sannyasi, Mahaprabhu was a sannyasi in a renounced order. What sannyasi has to do with a king? So he never gave darshan. But this act made Mahaprabhu feel so merciful that Mahaprabhu actually wanted to give darshan to Prataparudra. Radhera sajanite ki loke chamatkara nava hemam nyaya rata sumeru akara.
Everyone was astonished to see the decorations on the Ratha car. The car appeared to be newly made of gold and it was as high as Mount Sumeru.
It was so big and it was made up of gold. So here when we decorate, we used to decorate with flowers and we had all these fruits and all hanging in the Radha. So Radha used to be decorated so nicely because it is taken for the Lord. Sata sata suchamara darpane ujwala upara pataka shope chandoya nirmala.
The decorations included bright mirrors and hundreds of chamaras, white whisk made of yak tails. On top of the car were a neat and clean canopy and a very beautiful flag.
So that's how the Radha was decorated. So before the Radha used to be big, so what happens when you go for underbridge or the electric lines and all that, no? So they used to have a pulley like thing. You can increase it and decrease it. So before Radha was made like that, but later on because of the height, we made it less. Gagara kini byaje jantara kwanita nana chitra pata vastre ratha vipushita.
The car was also decorated with silken cloth and various pictures. Many brass bells, gongs and ankle bells rang.
So that's how the silk, it was made up of the beautiful silk. Leelaya chadila ishvara ratera upara aradui rate chade subhadra haladhara.
For the pastimes of the Ratha Yatra ceremony, Lord Jagannath got aboard one car and his sister Subhadra and elder brother Balarama got aboard two other cars.
So this was separate cars. It happens in Puri also, like Jagannath is separate, Baladev. But here in ISKCON we put all together. So the foreigners are not allowed in Puri. They don't allow. So all of them were feeling so sad. But then Prabhupada brought Jagannath Ratha Yatra all over the world. Because that was Malti Devi Dasi Mataji, when she came to India, she saw this cute dolls of Jagannath in the store. So she thought it's just some doll. So she got it. She got only Jagannath. And she went to New York and she showed to Prabhupada. She kept on her table, his table. So Prabhupada saw that and Prabhupada immediately paid obeisance. She's like, "Arey, ye to doll hai. What is Prabhupada doing?" Because they were not knowing who Jagannath is initially in 66 like that. So Prabhupada said, "This is Lord himself. He is the Lord of the universe. Is there a white and a yellow one also like this? This is black doll. Is there a white and yellow?" She's like, yes, it's there in the store, in Indian store. So she got them. Then her husband, Shyam Sundar Prabhu, he carved a big deity of Jagannath. Big one, he started carving. So when Shyam Sundar Prabhu was carving Jagannath, he was not knowing this is God. They are like in that hippie revolution there. So he was a chronic smoker. बहुत smoking कर रहा था. So he kept the smoking the cigarette packet on top of Jagannath and started carving. He don't know. I mean, they are like that, as if Yamuna Devi Dasi Mataji, initially, first time when she was cooking with Prabhupada, when she was cutting vegetables, she asked Prabhupada, "Can I smoke a cigarette and come?" Prabhupada's like, "Go wash your hand." Again, she touched her hair, she did this. So this is how, they were new, no? She was wearing mini skirt and cooking with Prabhupada. They were really new hippies, they don't know who this is. So Shyam Sundar Prabhu, he always wants smoking. So he started smoking and he kept the packet on top of Jagannath. And he was carving and painting. So Prabhupada came. Prabhupada saw. Prabhupada, actually, if it was some other guru, would have chastised. "Hey, what are you doing this?" But Prabhupada didn't say anything. Prabhupada went, "Oh, nice, you are doing nice carving, good, Jagannath looks beautiful." So then he told Shyam Sundar Prabhu, "Don't allow a packet of cigarette to come in between you and Krishna. Don't allow. Just a packet of cigarette. Don't make that cigarette come in between you and Krishna." That means the cigarette is stopping you to go to Krishna. It's violating the regulatory principle, intoxication. So indirectly Prabhupada meant stop smoking. But Shyam Sundar Prabhu initially started thinking, how will I give up smoking? How will I give up smoking? He started chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantram so sincerely that he gave up smoking later on. And when devotees went to the temple with Jagannath, they always so surprised to see this doll form of Jagannath. So they took this Jagannath to a park. Okay, so Prabhupada was doing kirtan. Jagannath in park with Prabhupada. So Prabhupada was doing kirtan, and these devotees, what did they do? They took Jagannath to the park and put it, so you can see this picture, put it next to Prabhupada. Prabhupada was so angry. Why? Because how can you bring Jagannath to a park like this? He is the Lord of the universe. He cannot be just put on the ground. So you can see here this picture. Prabhupada was doing kirtan in Thompson Square Park. He used to do there 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. This is how he made devotees. All the hippies started coming. Next to Prabhupada, they kept Jagannath on the floor. See, Jagannath is on the floor. There's nothing, no asana, nothing. Jagannath is put on the floor. Prabhupada was initially so angry. Prabhupada, what are you doing? He is the God of the universe. Then Prabhupada gave, it's like they don't know the importance. That's fine, it's okay. And Prabhupada forgive them, but Prabhupada said, never carry Lord like this. He's the Lord of the universe. He should be carried in a Ratha. And Prabhupada showed how a Ratha is. And Jayananda Prabhu started making, he's a carpenter, he started making the Ratha. And he never used to sleep. That Ratha Yatra day, the whole night he will be sitting and making the Ratha. Nice Ratha they made. They put Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra and started pulling. And the first Ratha Yatra was in San Francisco. It was so beautiful that thousands of people came, and they in the Ratha they used to offer Jagannath fruits and throw it. No? Throw it. So one of my friend, first time when she went to saw the Ratha Yatra, first Ratha Yatra was, who's that? Netaji, please take care of your mic. So when Ratha Yatra, when another Ratha Yatra was happening, my friend was there. So when my friend got one orange from the Ratha, and she was thinking, what is this? Should I eat? Should I eat? But then she took it. Then when she took it, she actually, from that day, it was Mahaprasad, no? Jagannath's Mahaprasad. So from that day, some changes happened in her life. She was saying that she actually went to the temple. She became a devotee. Now she is even Brahmanic initiated. So nicely practicing. So this is how Jagannath will give the mercy. Just by getting that fruit from the Ratha, a person can become a devotee. Okay. So this was San Francisco Ratha Yatra with, you can see Prabhupada dancing. Prabhupada was so happy because foreigners were not allowed in Jagannath Puri. Jagannath came out, and all over the world now foreigners have Jagannath deity at home. They are serving because Jagannath will never take any offense. Only thing is nice prasadam you should make for Jagannath. So this is how thousands of people came, and there was big posters of Mahaprabhu made, and how the first Ratha Yatra ever happened. And now we have it all over the world, right? It's just because of Srila Prabhupada we are so merciful. He is so merciful to us that he gave the Lord of the universe. And Prabhupada used to ask them, he is Jagannath, he is the Lord of the universe. You should allow everyone, no? We are all spirit soul. Why you are differentiating foreigners and Hindus and like that? But rules are rules for them. So Prabhupada never said anything wrong with them. But Prabhupada said, it's okay, if Jagannath, we cannot see Jagannath, Jagannath will come to see us. Okay? Panchada Shadine Ishvara Mahalakshmi Lana Tanre Sange Krida Lakaile Nibrideva Shriya.
For 15 days, the Lord had remained in a secluded place with the supreme goddess of fortune and had performed his pastimes with her.
So when Snana Yatra used to happen, no, they pour a lot of water and milk and all on Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra. It's like as if the Lord is having fever. So they won't give darshan for 14 days. He'll be giving fruit, juice, diet and all. And today, with yesterday was Gundija Marjan, they cleaned the Gundija temple. Okay. So does anyone know why the temple was named Gundija? Why is it called Gundija? Gundija temple. We say Gundija Marjan.
Because Indradimna Raja's queen's name is Gundija.
Wife of Indradumna Maharaj.
Indradumna Maharaj's wife's name is Gundija. So that's why that name came Gundicha temple. So there is Jagannath temple and also Gundicha temple. So after 14 days, after Jagannath is given all the treatment for fever, yesterday Gundicha Marjan happened. They went and cleansed the temple so that the Lord can be welcomed. Today, Jagannath will be pulled because for 14 days he had fever. So to make him happy, all the devotees used to come together and they pulled Jagannath to the Gundicha temple. And now he will be there. So last 14 days, no darshan will be given. So Mahaprabhu cannot live without taking darshan of Jagannath. So he used to go to Alarnath temple. There is another temple, go to Alarnath, and there he used to see the beautiful form of the Lord. Okay. So, okay, now we'll see, there are different, okay. So when Mahaprabhu saw Prataparudra Varma sweeping the floor, Mahaprabhu became so merciful and he gave the mercy that Prataparudra Varma could see Lord Chaitanya dancing in all the 7 groups. So there were 4 groups in front with Kartal and Mritanga doing Kirtan, 2 on the side, 1 behind. Okay, and all were taking the Radha. So Mahaprabhu used to dance in front and go, and Jagannath used to come. He'll go turn and see whether Jagannath is coming. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because of his Achintya Shakti, he became 7, and in all the 7 groups he was dancing. Everybody was thinking, oh, Mahaprabhu's in my group, my group, my group. They could not see Mahaprabhu in all the 7. Only Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Prataparudra Varma could see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing in all the 7 groups. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was thinking, Prataparudra Varma is so fortunate because he could see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing in all the 7 groups. So Mahaprabhu, inside he had a feeling to desire to see Prataparudra, but outside, because he's a sannyasi, he didn't want to meet a king. So what he did, he danced and went and fell in front of Prataparudra Varma. And nobody was around. Nityananda Prabhu, all were dancing in separate groups. So Prataparudra Varma king lifted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and hugged him because that's a chance. And then when Mahaprabhu came to his senses, he opened his eyes. He's like, oh, I'm touching a king. I cannot touch a king. But then inside he has a desire to see Prataparudra Varma. So I'll stop here with saying that 4 verses which Mahaprabhu chanted in front of Jagannath Ratha Yatra. Okay, I think these are the 4 verses which you already know. This is the verse from, we sing when we offer bhoga. So we can all chant. Namo Brahmanya Devaya.
Namo Brahmane Devaya.
Brahmana Hidaya Cha.
O Brahmane Hidaya.
Hare Krishnaya.
Jagadnataya Krishnaya.
Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
So this is one of the verse which Mahaprabhu chanted in front of Ratha Yatra. Okay, so let me offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Krishna, who is a worshipable deity of all the Brahmanical men, who is a well-wisher of cows and Brahmanas, who is always befitting the whole world. I offer my respectful obeisance to the personality called known as Krishna and Govinda. This is from Vishnu Purana. Okay, so this is one verse which Mahaprabhu chanted in front of the Radha. Now this verse is from Kulashekara Alva's Mukunda Mala Stotra, when this Mahaprabhu chanted in front of the Radha. Jayati Jayati Devo Devagi Nandanosho.
Jayati Jayati Devo Devaki Nandanosho.
Jayati Jayati Krishna Vrishni Vamsha Pratipa.
Jayati Jayati Krishna Vrishni Pratipa.
Jayati Jayati Mekha Shyamala Komalango.
Jayati Jayati Malango.
Jayati Jayati Prithvi Bharanasho Mukunda.
Jayati Jayati Prithvi Bharanasho.
Okay, so this is by Kulashekara Alval. He says, Jayati Jayati Devo Devagi Nandana. Krishna is Devagi Nandan, right? He is the son of Devaki Mata. And Krishna Vrishni Vamsha Prati. He has come to glorify the Vrishni Vamsha and make a Shyamala Komala. The color is a beautifully formed monsoon cloud. And Prithvi Bharanasha Mukunda. He has come to destroy or decrease the weight of Prithvi or Mother Earth. Okay, so all glories to Supreme Personality Godhead, who is known as the son of Devaki. All glories to Supreme Personality Godhead, who is known as the light of the dynasty of Vrishni. Devaki is another name of Yashoda Maya. Another name of Krishna. Hare Krishna. So all glories to Supreme Personality Godhead, whose bodily luster is like a new cloud. Krishna is like Mekha Shyama Komalango, and whose body is as soft as a lotus flower. All glories to Supreme Personality Godhead, who has appeared in the planet to deliver the world from the burden of demons and who can liberate everyone. So this is from Muganda Mala Stotra 2 by Kulashekara Alvar. So, and also he sang this sloka. This is again from Srimad Bhagavatam sloka. Actually, it is said when you wake up early in the morning, you should chant this sloka every day. Krishna is really pleased. Jayati Janani Vaso Devagi Janmavado
Jayati Jananivaso Devaki Janmavado
Yadivar Parishasvair Dorbihastan Dharmam
Dharmam
Vrijinakna Susmita Srimukena Puravanidhanam Vardayan Kamadevam. की जय गवर्नमेंट की जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय जयति जननी वासो देवकी जन्मवादो. There is always a debate, no? Krishna is Devaki's son or Yashoda Maiya's son? So, Devaki Janmavado. There is always a conflict. And Yaduvara Parishaste Dwarbi Hastanadharmam. Krishna destroyed all the adharmas or everyone and protected the Yadu with his both the hands. Sthirachara Vrijinakna Susmita Srimukena. All moving and non-moving entities, just by seeing Krishna's mukha, or the beautiful face, they used to forget all distress. Brajapura Vanitanam Vartayan Kamadaya. So he used to be the Lord of the Gopis. Okay, so this is about the Lord. So that Krishna is known as Jananivasa. He is the ultimate resort of all living entities. He is Devaki Nandan or Yashoda Nandan, the son of Devaki and Yashoda. And he guides the Yadu dynasty. With mighty arms, he kills everything inauspicious. Okay, and his presence will destroy all inauspicious things, moving and inert. His beautiful smiling face increased the lusty desire of the gopis of Vrindavan. So this is from Srimad Bhagavatam, the verse. And the last verse which Mahaprabhu chanted is this. This is again a famous verse by Mahaprabhu, always used to quote this verse. Naham vipro na chanarapatir napi vaishyo na shudro. Grihapratir no nasto yatirva. Protya Nikala Paramananda Purnamritabhir. Gopi Bharpur Padakamalayur Dasa Dasanudasa. What is Mahaprabhu saying? Naham Vipro na Chanarapati, na Vaishyo na Shudra. I am not Vipra, Brahmana. I am not Vaishya. I am not a Shudra. I am not anyone who. Naham Varni Nacha Grihapratir. I am not a Grihastha or a Sannyasi or anything. Then what is I? Gopi Bhartur Padakamala Dasa Dasa Das. I am the followers of the gopis. I am servant of the gopi. So he says, I am not a Brahmana, I am not a Kshatriya, I am not a Vaishya or a Shudra, I am not a Brahmachari or a householder, Vanaprastha Sannyasi. I identify myself as a servant of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, the maintainer of gopis. Dasa Dasanu Das. And he's like an ocean of nectar, he's a cause of the universal transcendent bliss, he's always existing with brilliance. So that's why we get the name Das, Devi Dasi when we get initiation, because we are like servant of servant. So these are the 4 verses which Mahaprabhu chanted in front of the Ratha. So today what you should do is meditate on this beautiful pastime. You can all read Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela chapter 13. I just skipped so many slokas. There's beautiful slokas and you'll see how Mahaprabhu is dancing in ecstasy in the Ratha Yatra. And when Mahaprabhu reached little behind, Jagannath used to wait for Mahaprabhu. Or when Mahaprabhu reached little front, he used to turn and see whether Jagannath is coming. Prabhupada also did the same pastime. So today, it's the day when you can, even if you touch that rope even once and pull, lot of sin for your millions of life will get destroyed. And it's like you're pulling Krishna to your heart. So Prabhupada had a Ratha Yatra at the age of 5. The 5 years, he made a small Ratha and called all the children from neighborhood and did the Ratha. So we have... in our temple, we'll be doing it in the inauguration time, August, May, we'll do. Because some temple they bring Jagannath, some they bring Krishna, Balram or Radha Krishna. So all are the Lord. Say Krishna, say Gaura, say Jagannath. All 3 are the same. So you pull the Lord into your heart. So today is that day when you imagine that you are pulling the Lord to your heart. So before that, we should do Gundicha Marjan of our heart. cleaning of our heart by Chaita Darpana Marchanam, chanting the holy name, so that Lord of Jagannath can come and stay in our heart. Okay, so today is that particular day, the beautiful day, pastime of Lord Ratha Yatra. So all over the world it's happening, and it's Prabhupada's costless mercy who has given us, because no other acharyas have given this. Ratha Yatra is particularly for Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada has given it, and all over the world you can see. And Ratha Yatra is the day when non-devotees also become devotees. They'll see who is this, and they'll touch the rope once, or they dance and they sweep in front of the Lord. Any service you do on this particular day, it's all glory, because He is the Lord of the universe. And Jagannath doesn't take any offense. He is Kali Yuga Pavana, He is Patita Pavana. And when Mahaprabhu is very merciful, Jagannath is also merciful. So you try to pray today so that the Lord can give you mercy. Okay, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, anyone likes to add anything? Or any? Hare Krishna, Mother. Hare Krishna. Okay, and then Atul Krishna Prabhu could not make it today. He is participating in Kolkata Radha Yatra, and he messaged me that because Prabhupada said to Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, that Kolkata Radha Yatra should be the world famous Radha Yatra, and Prabhupada have said this, it seems. So all of them have gone to Kolkata for the Radha Yatra today. So Prabhupada could not come. Anyway. So pray to Lord Jagannath. He is the Lord of the universe. Pray to Him that even my heart is so contaminated with all the anattas. I have done a lot of sin in my life in so many janmas. Please accept us as your servant, and please come and be in our heart and don't leave. Okay, so always pray to the Lord. Vanchakalpadarubhasya kripa sindhubhe evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anandakodi Vaishnavati ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna everyone. Happy Ratha Yatra.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.